Hey everybody, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thanks for coming back for another episode. And we have another Money Making Monday. This is actually a continuation of the one showing the sales from January 29th, 2018. I'm finally getting the year right. I've been saying and writing 2017 the entire month of January, so anyway, if this is your first time watching one of these videos, these sales are coming from my Facebook group called Stay at Home Moms Selling on eBay. Anyone can join. That's just the name we had when we started it, and the group is too big to change the name. What we do here is once a week, Shani will start the post, and members of the group, excuse me, will add what they sold, how much they paid for it, where they got it, how much it sold for, and a link to the item so you can go look at the item yourself and get all the details you want to satisfy your curiosity and help you learn what to sell. So that in a nutshell is what this is, and we are going to pick up here. We finished the last video with Jen and her vintage Sears slip. So we are going to pick up with my fabulous daughter here, Melanie, who has been doing eBay. Let's see, she started in 2012 when she was a senior in high school. And just a little bit about her, because I know other parents struggle with this. She had a little trouble in school and, like did not do well with math and that type of thing. Just didn't learn the way schools teach, I guess. So she didn't know what she wanted to do when she graduated. So she just kind of got into the eBay business with me because she'd been around it all her life and she adapted to it very well. And this was the perfect thing for her. So at the age of 24, she just turned 24 this week. She has her own apartment. She earns a living selling on eBay and working for my company, doing other things like social media. She is a virtual assistant for some eBay sellers. She does a lot of different things. But the bottom line is she paid cash for her car. Back in 2015, she had saved up enough money to buy herself a new car. She walked into the dealership with a check and paid for it with her own money. It was about $10,000 that she had saved up from her eBay selling and Amazon selling and Poshmark selling and Facebook group selling and all that stuff. And she's completely independent on her own, pays for everything. I could not be prouder of her. And the thing that's the killer is that she got a lot of criticism because she didn't go to college. And she just wasn't, that just wasn't for her. And that's totally fine. It's not for everybody. But now what's interesting is a lot of her friends have their college degrees and they're still living at home with their parents because the job market just isn't what they thought it would be. And so now she's teaching them, the ones with college degrees, how to sell on eBay and what she does for a full-time living. So if you are a person in this age group or have a son or daughter who is getting to be up in the college age and they just don't know what they want to do, this is absolutely an option. So she's the proof that this works. So anyway, enough of bragging on my kid. So she paid $4 at a thrift store and oops, I already had this open. Sold this for $50 on best offer. It's Chico's Zenergy. This is their athletic line, and she had 69 on this because we have gotten in the 60s for Chico's Zenergy stuff. But you can see it's just a nice lightweight jacket. And it's got the information about the style and everything on the tag. So she turned $4 into 50. And then another one of her items is this Ann Taylor Loft sequin tank top, $2 at a thrift store near us. And it sold for $19.99. This was a very glittery, sparkly sequin top that actually sold after New Year's. I usually buy these things for and market them as New Year's Eve apparel, but they can sell at any time. And this even had a little defect on the back where there was a small hole behind the in the neckline of the back, and it's still sold. So $2 turned into basically 20. Okay, and then she's got another one here. $2 at Value Village, took best offer for 25 plus shipping. And this is another Chico's. She likes Value Village, but I prefer Goodwill. So we have our differences there. And we don't go shopping together because we've tried that, and I will stay in there like the whole day. I bring my big purse with my water bottle in it and some, protein bars and stuff like that. And I will stay until I look at everything I can until they close or until I just absolutely cannot stand there another minute. But she likes to just go for a couple hours and come back. So we do our things separately. So she got this for $2 and sold for how much? Took best offer of 25 plus shipping. And she and I both do pretty much calculated on everything. So this was a nice size 3 long black cardigan with a pretty little jewel tone accent on the front there, a velvet collar. Chico size 3 does well, especially if it's travelers. So we usually pick that up. Okay, and another one by Melanie is she says this was free, bought back in November. I'm not sure what happened there. She gets all these like free coupon things and stacks her discounts. So she probably meant she got it back in November, doing whatever she did to get it for free, and didn't like it. So she sold the rest for full price, which is more than she paid for the box. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Or maybe she's counting it as free because she bought it for herself and decided it wasn't intentionally purchased to resell. But it just happened. So this is a Keurig Starbucks Holiday Blend coffee, and in the little K-cups, and she just used one out of the 12. Oh, sorry. There were 16 in there, so she used 4 or 5 of them and decided she was not a fan of the flavor and sold the rest. So that works. Yes, you can sell food. I'm going to do a video on that. It's on my list of things to do about the do's and don'ts of selling food on eBay, because you can. So nothing goes to waste. Okay, let's move on here. Here's Matty Summers again. He got this for free and sold the same day for $39.99 plus shipping. So that's cool. And let's see what it is. It is Peachtree by Sage Pro Accounting Software 2011. So you might think, oh, the software is out of date. Nobody would want it. Well, that's not correct. Somebody did want it. Who knows why? Maybe they don't care that it's out of date. Maybe they're just wanting to learn how to use this type of software. I don't know. I guess it doesn't make a difference. It's accounting. It's not tax software. So it's probably, not the most up-to-date version, but it's going to work for somebody, and it was free, and he sold it for $39.99 plus shipping. Okay, and then we've got Tammy Lynn, my friend in Akron, Ohio, who is a nurse. These shoes were $2 at Goodwill, accepted a best offer of $25 plus shipping after about a year. And these are Bostonian men's burgundy leather tassel loafers, men's size 7. Really nice condition. Those look really good. Those tassel loafers do well. The thing about men's shoes is the soles. How much is left on the soles on the bottom? Because men tend to wear out their shoes. So it is hard to find good men's shoes to resell. And on that note, I want to refer you to Tino's YouTube channel. Tino is an eBay seller that went full time. I think he said back in 2014. So we're in 2018, 4 years ago. And his experience was he worked at a pawn shop, and well, he told me this, that his dad was in the military and taught him how to clean and polish shoes. So he's got that experience too. And this is his niche is shoes. He knows it. I mean, if you want to learn about shoes, you need to go to this guy's channel and subscribe and watch what he's doing and learn from him because he is great. He doesn't get videos up really super often, but he's got a lot there that you can learn from. I think he's got like 70 videos maybe. So you can learn a lot from him if you want to learn about shoes. His eBay store is called Selling Our Souls. Heavenly shoes at sinful prices. That is so creative. I love that. And you can see here that he's got 5,400 feedbacks, 100% positive. He's got almost 2,000 followers, and he's got right now almost 1,800 items listed. So if you want to learn about shoes, Tino is fantastic. His videos are great. He's a very articulate speaker. He doesn't do fluff or crap or hype. He just explains things very well, and he has a nice voice to listen to. I enjoy his channel a lot, and I'm trying to get through all of his videos because he is so helpful and so knowledgeable about this. So anyway, shout out to Tino, the Soul Advisor. If you have not seen his channel, you should go spend some time there and learn about what you're leaving behind in the thrift stores as far as shoes are concerned. Okay, so back to Facebook and these sales. Let's see what else we've got. Here's Tammy again with another pair of shoes, $4 at a yard sale. Took a best offer of $25 plus shipping. They were listed about 6 months, and these are some Cole Haan black tassel loafers. So she did well with those. Then we've got Michelle Coley with this brand. This is a fun brand if you ever find it. It's called Jam's World, and I learned about this one from my friend Beth here in Woodstock. We went thrifting together a few times, and she showed me about this. Michelle bought this for $2.15 at Savers, and it sold for $39.99 in about 2 weeks. So what is it? It is a Jam's World dress, and Jam's World is like, I want to say, like surfer wear, beach wear. I think they started off with board shorts and men's swimwear, like bathing suits, board shorts, that kind of thing, swim trunks. And then they got into the Hawaiian type shirts and then ladies' dresses, and they've just kept expanding their product line. So this is a cool brand, and they're usually pretty funky looking. And Michelle was smart here that she marketed this one for Valentine's Day because it's got some hearts on the front. So that was smart. So there's a new brand if you've not heard of, Jam's World. Okay, this is one I definitely want to show you. Bethany paid $2.99 for this item. She rarely does auctions, but wasn't sure what to price it at in her store. It sold for $112.50 plus shipping in 7 days. What is it? It is dollhouse furniture. One little piece of dollhouse furniture. It is a wooden icebox, vintage wood dollhouse furniture, a scale of 1 to 6 antique icebox. So it's 9 inches tall. So it's just a little piece of dollhouse furniture, and it sold for $112. I mean, who knew? She bought it for $2.99, so I have to give that one a like for sure. Who knew this was even possible? She put it on auction because she didn't know how to price it. Let's see what she started it at. She started at $29.99, and it had 12 bids and went all the way up to $112.50. So that is just amazing. So if you have any dollhouse furniture lying around in your attic, in your basement, whatever that you're not using, people love it, and there may be somebody out there who wants that exact item that you have. Okay, let's look at another one here. Is Marisa, who purchased on consignment clearance for $1, sold for full asking price of $45 after 1 week. This is St. John collection. And if you are not familiar with St. John, check out my video on that, because this is the holy grail of clothing, one of them. This is what the tag looks like. It's very plain. It's usually just a white tag with St. John written in all caps, not to be confused with St. John's Bay, that is a JCPenney brand that is pretty cheap. So this looks like, oh, it's the Santana knit. That is a specialty line. It's kind of like stretchy, feels like acrylic kind of, but this is St. John's. It's like a no wrinkle kind of thing. It travels well. It's just a stretchy knit, but it's very expensive. So she sold this for, whoops, what'd she say? Got it for $1 and sold it for $45 in 1 week. So can't beat that. That's why it helps to know your labels. And let's see what else we have here. Okay, this is Bethany again. She paid 25 cents for a pile of stuff at an estate sale. This sold in 2 weeks for $29. And this is what I love about estate sales, which I am still working on my class for that. That is coming soon, so just bear with me. January was like, everything. We had a snow event here in Atlanta, and everything basically shuts down. And then we had getting all my tax stuff together for my accountant and getting my 1099s out to my people, and it was busy. So I'm still working on that. But this is for Philosophy Lip Shine lip gloss. And so this was part of an estate sale lot, and she parted this out and sold just these four for $29. Really. So these are around $8 a piece, $7.50, something like that, for some lip gloss. Brand new. So that's what I like about estate sales, is all the brand new stuff you can find. Okay. Oh no, it started over. What is going on here? There we go. Okay, so I guess we're working from the bottom up here. Let's see what else we've got. Here's a good one. Dawn paid 50 cents at a yard sale and sold for $89 in about 6 days. This is a Patagonia jacket. If you don't know this brand, this is definitely one you want to learn. And let's take a look at this. Patagonia Nano Puff Lightweight Polyester Jacket, size extra large. And it sold for $89. She did this one on auction, so let's see what she started at. She started at $35.99, but it looks like, yeah, somebody bought it at her buy it now. So she didn't even have to wait out the whole auction because somebody purchased it on the buy it now. So, and what'd she pay for this? 50 cents at a yard sale and sold for $89. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Okay, here's a good one. Picked these up for myself. Becca says, I picked these up for myself at a local grocery. They were on serious markdown, $1 each. Then thought about it, looked them up and listed them. Been listed for 10 days and sold both for $45. So, yeah, you can find stuff to sell at the grocery store. You never know where you'll find the treasures. Let's take a look at that. And it's called Coloplast. It's a wound dressing treatment. She got these for $1 and sold both for $45. So you got to keep your eyes and ears open everywhere you go. Okay, what is this? Oh, here's Mindy. Paid $10 on Friday, listed on Saturday for $199, sold in less than 12 hours for $180, plus $25 to ship to United Kingdom. This is why you've got to get your stuff listed. It could sell within hours. You never know if you've got something that somebody is waiting for. They have a alert set up for it and they're going to get an email about it as soon as it's listed. So this is a rare vintage Tommy Hilfiger jacket flag tech 90s. So let's look at these pictures. This looks like a basic little raincoat windbreaker. Tommy Hilfiger. And how did she know it was vintage? I guess she looked it up because it doesn't seem to have any kind of tag on it that says the year. That's really nice. I don't know how she knew it was vintage, but she must have just looked it up because there's nothing on the tag that indicates that. But paid $10 on Friday, listed on Saturday for $199, sold in less than 12 hours for $180. So that is what eBay is all about, these big finds. That's what makes it exciting, is because you just never know what you're going to find when you go out there looking for stuff. And when you get it listed, it could sell within just a few hours. Here's Tanya. She bought this for 99 cents at Goodwill and sold for $70. So let's see what this is. It is called Red Light and RF Treatment Anti-Aging Eye Illuminating Device. So let's see what this is. It looks like it's some kind of thing you rub on your face under your eyes that helps with the circles under your eyes, the baggy eyes, that type of thing. Eye illuminating device. That's pretty cool. And this was, what'd she say, less than $1? 99 cents and sold for $70. Wow. I wonder if this was just mixed in with all the stuff, or if it was up in the, well, if it was up in the front case, it would have been more expensive. So this is why I always look through we have the junk in the back where it's just a mishmash of all these little things in boxes. Just, it could be anything. And you just never know what you're going to find mixed in there. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Here's some St. Patrick's Day stuff. So get that listed because March is not far away. Okay, here is Robin. Bought 4 bags of these for 50 cents each. Gave 3 away. Sold this one for $24.99. Free priority shipping. Sold in about a week. So let's see what it is. Ghirardelli Chocolate Peppermint Bark Minis. I have not seen those. The minis. I love that stuff. So here it is. 1 bag of this stuff sold for $24.85. And she gave some away. So Robin, I bet you're kicking yourself that you should not have given those away, but now you know. So yeah, I need to get that video done about selling food and give you guys some pointers on that, because it can be lucrative. There's just, you've got to know your boundaries and the rules and how it all works. There's Lynn Smith Connor. She's my neighbor 1 county over, and I never see her at a thrift store because we go to different ones, but we live close to each other. She paid $1 for this, sold in 1 minute. Okay, Lynn, you get the prize on selling the item the fastest. I can only imagine that you listed this and then your phone ka change like immediately. Somebody obviously had a alert set up on this. So if you don't know what that means, let me show you. So let's go back over here and let's say I want to look for the Ghirardelli Peppermint Bark. Like, I'm a customer and I want to buy this stuff, but I want the minis. Peppermint Bark minis, like whoever it was just sold that. So here's what's available. And what you can do right here under your search is do save this search. Click on that. and it'll say you will receive email and feed alerts when new items arrive. So that's what's happening when you sell things really, really quickly. It's not that you priced it wrong, I don't think. It's that someone has an alert set up. So they're being notified when the item is listed. That's why you've got to get all these things listed. Somebody could have an alert set up for that pair of shoes right there next to you that is their size, the color they want, the style they want. They've got an alert set up. And as soon as you list it, you could sell it right away. But you just don't know. I wish there was a way we could search eBay for all alerts that are posted so we could look through that and figure out what to list first. But in the perfect world that Suzanne creates, that would exist, but it does not exist now. So anyway, that's how buyers set up alerts and things can sell so quickly. So I'm going to turn this off because I really don't need to know every time some Ghirardelli is listed because yeah, that's my weakness is chocolate. So anyway, back to Lynn's cross stitch. This was Lavender and Lace Victorian Designs Angel of Spring cross stitch kit, and she sold it for $25.39, and she bought it for $1. So what did somebody say under here? Oh, me. Yeah, good job listing that. Okay, and I've done a separate video on my sales for January, so I'm not going to go through mine. Let's see what else we can find here. This is a good brand. Patty Kelly bought at a thrift store. Rochelle Carter mentioned this brand, listed for a week, took best offer of $30 plus shipping. Yes, I do have a video on this brand called Sundance because Rochelle told me about it. And Rochelle has been a member of this group for a long, long time, and I actually have a video about her interview. You should check that out because she is a very smart lady. But this is Robert Redford's brand, and this stuff's usually pretty cool and made of very high quality material. So it is called Sundance. Let me see if I can find that. Here's the tag. That's what it looks like. It's very, I mean, you would look at that and think that might be a Target brand. It doesn't jump at you as something super expensive like Anthropologie tags that kind of look like there's something special going on there. This is a very plain looking tag. And I have to commend, who was this? Patty, on your photos. Very nice pictures. These are beautiful pictures. Your lighting is perfect. Your backdrop is perfect. This is a very nice listing. A plus. So anyway, she got this, doesn't say how much she paid, but it sold on best offer of $30 after about a week. So can't beat that. Let's see what else. Oh, here's something interesting. Chrissy Matthews paid $2, sold for $129.95, listed for 3 months. Vintage Royal Copenhagen, how's that pronounced? Trank Bar Blue dinner plates. This is another area I'm not real knowledgeable about, is dinnerware, just because I hate shipping it. But I will look at it, and if it's one odd item like a mug or a plate or teapot or something, I might pick it up. But this is actually 2 dinner plates that sold for $129. So I believe I will be adding this one to my look for list. Vintage Royal Copenhagen. Let's look at the design. It's like a blue flower with a pretty blue basket weave design around the edges. And there's the Royal Copenhagen on the bottom there. That's beautiful. I like the blue background. That really makes it look pretty. So she turned $2 into $129.95. That is fantastic. Very good. Okay, let's do a couple more here. Here is Cheryl. Got this serving tray for $2, sold in 12 hours. Took best offer of $50. Wow, there is a lot of stuff on here this week that is selling in just a few hours. I hope this motivates you guys to get your stuff listed, because this is the proof. if it lists, it can sell in very quickly, especially if it's something. I don't even want to say that it's something special. It could be anything that someone has an alert set up for, or this is exactly what they need. So you've got to get that stuff listed. Okay, this is a Mel Plus serving platter cat tray. Art Sylvia Huber Gainslin. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Made in Italy. So I think just the fact that it's got a cat on it, that's the number one thing. People love their cat stuff. And then she's got the signature here on the bottom right. And then the back is just plain. That's really cute. I could see just a cat lover. That might be the only thing I would add to the title would be the word lover, like cat lover, because people will search for that. If they're trying to buy a gift for somebody or just for their own home, people who love cats will buy all kind of cat stuff. So good job, Cheryl. I know you've been having some trouble lately thinking your sales aren't working out, but you're looking good to me. Congratulations on that. Okay, let's see here. Ann Fisher's got a bunch of stuff. Let's pick one of hers. Let's see, Michael Kors booties. These were $1.30 and sold for $55 in 4 days. 4 days. So all you folks with a big pile of stuff, this could be you 4 days from now. Some of it could be selling. Michael Kors black leather open toe platform booties. These are very cool looking. Nice looking heel on them. That's the thing with selling heels is you've got to check them out and make sure they're not all dinged up and scratched up and gorged out, and that the spikes on the bottom of the heel, this little piece here, the cap, is in good condition and the nail isn't showing through, that kind of thing. These are in really good condition. Very nice. Yeah, those don't look like they've hardly even been worn. So she turned $1.30 into $55 plus shipping. Excellent. Okay, and let's just pick one more. Let me just find something that anybody might find. There was one on here that was a Pokemon that I wanted to show you. I'll have to do it in another one maybe. Okay, well, we're going to end on this one. Kyle Horton. Haven't posted on this thread in a while, but this was a win. Vintage Ralph Lauren, bought for $4, posted high and forgot about it. Sold $250 a year later. Put good stuff in the pipeline. Everything eventually sells. That's the perfect note to end this on. And let's take a look at this crazy sweater. This is definitely a Native American print. The title is Vintage Polo Ralph Lauren Sportsman Indian Western Sweater Men's Large Hand Knit. He had $700 on it, but it sold for $250. I'll take that. Very, very nice condition. So Polo Sport Sportsman. That's one to look for. And I don't know, it's 1967 is the year Polo was established, Ralph Lauren, but not the sweater was made. So apparently it's vintage though. Let's see what's seeing if there's any information about how he knew it was vintage. I guess he just looked it up and figured it out online. But yeah, absolutely. Get those things listed. They go in the pipeline. They could sell in 1 minute. They could sell in 1 year. You just don't know. So it's kind of like gambling because you're putting your time and effort into this and you don't know when the payoff is going to come. It's going to come. You just don't know when. And a lot of people don't do well in this business because they don't have the patience for it. And that's okay. It's not for everybody. But you've got to understand the work you do today may not pay off for several months. This is not a business for people who need instant gratification, because it just doesn't work that way. If that is your mentality, it's better to do like an hourly job where you just get paid hourly to, to do whatever it is and get your paycheck, and that's fine. This isn't for everyone because it can be very stressful, very anxiety producing to have to wait for things to sell. And I never, never, never recommend that you do only eBay. You should always have other streams of income going until you get this business built and you can see at least 6 months producing the kind of income that you can live on. So, it takes a while to build it up. But for those of you that do have these death piles, that have things that you just can't get around to listing, please look into my virtual assistant business. I'm going to bring up the page here just so that you can see. This is helping so many people. And if you don't like the way it works, you don't have to do it. It's, there's no commitment to anything. But I'm going to put the link to this page where you can read about what it is, and also the link to this little questionnaire to fill out about your business so we can see if it's a good fit, because we can't take everybody. We have some guidelines where it has to be a good fit for what we do. So not all products are a good fit, but this service was designed for people who like to shop at thrift stores, who pay $3 or less or something like that for their items, who want to turn them over, who want to outsource part of their business, who enjoy the shopping part, who aren't attached to their items, who don't sell specialty items like coins and stamps and record albums and things that involve grading and that type of thing. But it was designed for people who like to shop at thrift stores and want to grow their business or catch up on their backlog of items. And the cost is $2 an item. So check out that link below and see if we can work together, because we are your partner. We are helping you get more items listed and make more money. So check that out. But anyway, I will wrap it up now. Thanks so much for watching. Would love your comments, and have a profitable and productive day on eBay. Bye.